Hello and welcome to this build guide, guys. I've got a build time-lapse lined up first. Stick around till after that if you want to learn some details about this room. Enjoy! Now for the build itself, I was trying to make the room look like a high definition texture pack. If you're unaware what texture pack is, it's essentially a reskin in Minecraft. Obviously in the dojo, we only have dojo textures, so that's what we go to. Now, I think the simplest of details, but it helps sell this as a Minecraft build, are going to be these Nama pillars that I've used for the floors and walls. So when you put them up together and you hide its full length, you can make it look like a cube. It's also got some interesting texture to it. And I can enhance this texture with either vines to create a mossy cobble version, or with a few rocks on the top to create a Minecraft ore. Now, one of my favorite textures in Minecraft is going to be any given wood texture. There's a really good continuity of colors and textures from the tree and its whole planks down to all of its derivatives. Now, thankfully, we can echo this with the dojo decorations. There are the Ostron wood planks, which I use to construct these simple cubes to replicate oak planks. And with that same texture, I can make things like the Minecraft boat to imply that there is a relationship between those two blocks. The fact that the rest of the items, like the crates that I make the chests out of, all happen to match the same oak texture is a totally happy accident. It does mean that all these textures mesh in the environment and nothing stands out. Now, there are a couple of blocks I managed to replicate that I'm really happy with. The various workstations like the blast furnace and the regular furnace, and the chests, which are simply stacked up crates with a button on the front. But the workstation I'm most happy with is probably going to be the crafting table. Now, to build that, you start with a basic cube made out of these crates. I then put a Ostron plank on top just to give a nice level texture. I then constructed a grid on top using the Ostron bulletin boards. I wanted a really sharp, clean line for the grid, same as the in-game sprite. And then behind that texture on the sprite, the wood is more orange. So I'm going to take these Ostron decorative planks and just fill in the grid with those. On the outside of a crafting table on the in-game sprite is a bunch of tools. So obviously we can hang a bunch of Solaris tools from the outside of ours. Now, obviously the main feature in this room is the shadow art. But honestly, this shadow art is nothing more advanced than I've already covered on the channel. but we won't bother with a build guide on how to build this exact one in this video. If the term shadow art or attributors is new to you, I'm going to put a link in the description and that will take you to my shadow art playlist. If you watch that from the very beginning, I give you plenty of step-by-step tutorials that can help give you knowledge about shadow art without throwing all the information at you at once. Pretty much every dojo decorator knows the struggle and fight against room capacity. Those of you who don't know, the capacity of your dojo is not spread over your entire dojo. Each room has a set allotment. In the infested chambers where I built this build, I'm allowed 1600 decorations, which means I had to build all the environment and the shadow art centerpiece using only 1600 decorations. This amount is significantly less than that, however, because tributors, which cast the omega squares, cost 3 cap each on their own. Now, one way in which I chose to reduce the capacity cost was simply increase the size of the squares that I used. So in Minecraft, every block is a 1 meter square. In my build, every block is roughly the height of a Warframe, so we'll say it's about a 2 meter square. But this does mean details like the Minecraft boat get very big in proportion. But just to illustrate how much extra cap I would need to build at true Minecraft scale, if we look at this one Nama pillar, which is covering a 2 meter square on the floor, I would then need to use 4 decorations to fill the same space if I was building at Warframe scale. So you multiply that over every block in this room, and you can see why I had to change the scale. Alright guys, that's pretty much it from me. Don't forget to hit that sub and like button if you want to see more dojo content. Peace out. Catch you in the next one.